Now, there's something always happening in the bush. Some little thing that nature cooks up, or anyone who'd like to catch it. One of the best shows is busting loose right now. There's a cast of thousands, millions. So let's go and talk to one of the stars. This bloke here is me mate Spider. How are you, mate? Bit shy at the moment. He's rehearsing. The Australian wildflower season is just getting started. In Western Australia, you can see the show from July right through to October. But it's not just WA that's got the showstoppers. Victoria's got a few up its sleeve as well. Especially here in the Grampians, a 3 and a bit hour drive from Melbourne. Now, if you come to the Grampians National Park, and every year more than 1 million people do, you're going to see wildflowers, because they're here all year round. But if you visit in spring, you'll catch them at their best. And you'll also catch the Grampian Wildflower and Art Show at the little town of Hall's Gap. Oh, the gap in the hall. Now, you might think it's funny to start your wildflower holiday in a hall, but trust me, it's a good idea.
Grampians has got about 500 species, but of course they're not all in flower in spring. So we've probably got about 100 here. And what's lovely about putting them in here is that we can put similar species side by side, so people can have a look and say, oh, now I can tell the difference between one and another.
The thing that I really like about coming here to the hall is these fresh cuts all around us are just like pieces of treasure. They can see them, identify them, and then they got to go out.
That's
for
right.
walks. How's that for value? You pay your $5 to get into the show, then you get your guided walk for free. But be warned, wildflower fever is very catching. Now, you could be walking through the bush area here and tread on these things, not even knowing that they're there. That's why it's important to take the experts with you. Like my mate Kenny, he knows all about it.
You can see why it's called a mantis orchid, because they look like the 4 legs of a praying mantis. And that attracts an insect because that landing platform there is the colour that insects like. So he walks down to have a good feed, and the weight of the insect then will push it back this way. Now, the pollen is up here in the what we call the column of the orchid. That gets deposited on the fly's back.
And then he pollinates another one.
And that's how they get pollinated, yeah.
Well, they're tricky little fellas, aren't they?
Marvellous.
In the Grampians National Park, there's nearly 100 different kinds of orchid. And Ranger Mike Stevens has a fair idea where to find them. Oh, yeah. Look here.
Yeah, little heart-lip spider orchid, just in here.
So what else have you got just within reach?
Just in this patch here, we've got goodenias, we've got wax-flip orchids, we've got the daisies, we've got the beautiful red running postman, we've got creamy candles just out over here. The Grampians is one of the most diverse places for wildflowers in Australia.
You're pretty passionate about this, aren't you, mate?
Oh, I love it. This is the best job in the world.
Now, I know you're mob of busting to get out here, so here's what you got to do. My old mate Kenny, remember him? He's written this book called The Wildflowers of the Grampians. And inside it, he's got all these wonderful pictures and names of everything that's around the place. So grab a book, go down the ranger's office, find out from the boys, or girls, where the flowers are blooming at the moment. Get your book, off you go. Compare the flowers in the book to the flowers in the bush. It also has a dual purpose. When flies around, you can swat them, and it's a bit warm. Oh, sorry. Now, this one's one of... Oh, here we go.